Hey, it's Orange Student here, and today I got a bit of a different episode. So I had a question on a video regarding JavaFX reading. Hi there, cool video. Do you know how I can pick the beginning and the end on the same date picker? So I have created a pretty simple program, which I will just showcase, and then I will just kind of explain some of the main things, which allow me on a date picker, because normally on a date picker, you'll just be able to pick a date and you can then access this date. But what I've done is this one allow us to have more than one date picked at the time, and as you can see, I just chose the color. You can change the color inside this hex color value if you want, but right now, click one date, and then I will click another date, and now they are both picked out, and I am able to just get both these dates, and like in the question, I would be able to get the beginning and the end date by having these two dates, and then I could just check which of them came first, depending on the dates. So that's very basically the program, and a nice feature I definitely liked and it took me some time to figure out. But if now I wanted to pick some other dates, I can just pick another date and it would reset and just pick the new date. And then I have two new dates. I can go, oh no, it's these two. And I always only get the picked dates. So if I had two dates already picked and then picked another date and got the date, I would just get the one date, as you can see. So let's go through the program, at least some of it. So we have an observable list, which is like an observable array list called selected dates, which is just a list where I have my dates. I have a date picker, which we saw, which is this one. I have a button where when I click the button, I just go through my selected dates list. And for each date, I just print the date in this case, but you can otherwise have these dates printed somewhere else or put into some kind of file or whatever you want to do with the dates. Use them for whatever you want. Then on my controller, I implement initializable, which allow me to have the initialized method, which is the method called whenever the window is done loading. And inside this method, I have the whole main program. And what I'm actually doing is changing some of the main features of the date picker to have it behave this way, which is a bit different. So I'll actually look at this first. So first, this part is where I first have the date picker dot set day cell factory, and we do some stuff. But the main thing is we override how the date cell works, and then we override how we update an item. So now when we update an item, we still pass it to some kind of super class, but then we disable the already selected items, and we change the style of the selected items. When in this case, just change it to the pink color in the back. You can change this whatever you want. This is just a hex color for any color. And it checks if it's already selected. If it's not selected, do nothing, but if it is selected, change the color, and it is disabled. And then we use this change of our date picker to be able to, when we click date picker set on action, so when we actually click on a date, so right now we have when a date is clicked on, right now we just have a change, then whenever something is clicked, then it turns, I don't know, pink, I guess, and it can be clicked again. And then we have a second method, which is kind of like the on action. So when we actually click some date on our date picker, we would first check if the selected date's size, so if our list of picked dates are larger than 1, which means they would be 2, which allow us, then we would just clear, which allow us to do 1's clicked, fine, 2's clicked, fine, but when 3 is clicked, we reset. And it's behaved a bit funny, so just do 1 there. Or if you want to change this to have, for example, like 3 dates, to be able to pick 3 dates before it resets, you can just change it to, we don't need just 3, we need 2. Because then when we have 2, we could be able to pick 3. So 1, 2, 3, and get dates of 3. And then when we pick the 4th, it would reset. So we check how many dates were picked, and depending on the amount picked, we can reset the entire system. And then what we just do is have our selected dates list have the added value of our DatePicker.getValue. So there's like 2 parts of it. First of all, having the selected date directly connected to our list, and have the select date disabled and change its background color. And by having this done, we're able to like get the values from our observable list. So that's the basics of your little question, I hope. I would also have a link in the description to like a Git page where you can just see all this code and copy paste if you want. But I really hope this helped, at least somewhat. If it was helpful at all, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.